Namaskar. Welcome to my channel Journey of Constitution of India. You are watching part 3 of Article 16, Right to Equal Opportunities series. In my previous two videos, I discussed about the various clauses of Article 16 and its background. It deals with the reservation. Well, the word reservation is having a unique distinction. Either you like it or you do not like it or you dislike it, but you cannot ignore it. I think reservation was the best option and the best possible constitutional device for disadvantaged section, bringing disadvantaged section in the mainstream of Indian politics and administration. So our framers of the constitution opted for it, and even today in the present context, this constitutional device is the best option available for us. Do you think there could be other option or the other arrangement in place of the constitution? Then let me know. We will discuss over that and we will find out and research some facts about that. Friends, this particular video is very special for me because it is 10th video of my Journey of Constitution of India series. I sincerely thank my family member, my friends who encouraged me for this endeavor. I especially thank my viewers who have sustained me in this endeavor, and I am obliged by those persons who have subscribed my channel and kept this energy level maintained. Now, how many of you remember the distinction between Article 15 Clause 4 and Article 16 Clause 4? If you remember, in Article 15 Clause 4, the word is socially and educationally backward, whereas in the Article 16 Clause 4, it is only backward. And the backward is not defined anywhere in the Constitution, as the definition of scheduled caste is in Article 341 and scheduled tribe is in Article 342. So it was left to the wisdom of the parliament coming after adoption of the constitution. However, there is an interesting event that originally the backward was not in the clause 4 and the sentence was in favor of any class of citizens. So this backward was inserted at the time of final discussion with the draft commission where Dr. Ambedkar was heading the draft committee. So this backward definition was tried to be defined. This backward was tried to be defined and parameters was to be developed by the government. First time by appointing Kaka kalelkar commission in 1953, and after 25 years by Morarji Desai government by appointing Mandal Commission in 1978. We are all aware with an important and landmark judgment, Indra Sawhney versus Government of India, popularly known as the Mandal Commission case. And I think this is the turning point of the reservation system in India. In 1989, the year was 1989, and government formed by VP Singh as Prime Minister tried to take the work unfinished by Janata government of 1977, and the commission, Mandal Commission, the report was submitted by at that time in the Janata government, and so that commission report was adopted by VP Singh government, and this government adopted the Mandal Commission report for reservation of backward classes. This implementation saw a very turbulent phase of student agitation, as well as it cost the lives of many students and even the government. In 1992, Narasimha Rao government by an office order or by executive order implemented reservation 27% for the OBC and 10% for economically weaker section. And this was challenged in the Indra Sawhney case. This was first time a 5 judges bench was constituted, presided by Justice Ranganath Misra, but later on, considering the importance of the issue and government wanted the court wanted to decide the issue in totality, considering various aspects. So a 9 judges bench was constituted, and that delivered a detailed judgment considering each and every aspect of the reservation system in India. Before I go further, I cannot hold my temptation for quoting the first paragraph of this judgment, which is wonderfully written by Justice Jeevan Reddy, and I quote here: 43 years ago was founded the Republic with the fourfold objectives of securing its citizens justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. Statesmen of the highest order, of the like of which was this country has not seen since, belonging to the fields of law, politics, and public life, came together to fashion the instrument of change, the Constitution of India. They did not rest content with evolving the framework of the state. They also pointed out the goal and the methodology for reaching that goal. In the preamble, they spelled out the goal, and in parts 3 and part 4, they elaborated the methodology to be followed for reaching the goal. So the Indra Sawhney judgment, however, it's a very long judgment, and it's not possible to cover within short span of time. Let us consider the main findings of this judgment, which became a beacon light for the coming time. First, Article 16(4) was found exhaustive for reservation of backward classes in employment. Second, it was found that the caste is an integral connection of backwardness, and so it can be considered in totality by considering the caste, occupation, poverty, and social backwardness, where the caste is an integral factor. So for the first time, judiciary recognized that caste may by itself constitute a class, and the decision of providing reservation can be based on caste, which is contrary to the decision given by the Constitution bench in Champakam Durairajan as well as in Balaji case. These two cases I have discussed in detail in my part 2 of Article 16 video, so kindly go through there. The backward class can be identified in Hindu society with reference to occupation, traditional occupation, lack of education, place of residence, and in the society where this caste is not a ground or not a recognized there, the other criteria of occupation, traditional occupation, poverty, place of reference can be taken to identify the backwardness of a class. The backwardness contemplated in Article 16(4) is mainly social. And here the difference is the distinction which I said early part of this video, that 16(4) and 54 comes into play. In 15(4) it is social as well as educational, but here for 16(4) purpose, it is only social aspect is considered for contemplative backwardness to provide reservation in employment in state. The another important concept was the creamy layer concept, which was recognized in this judgment. However, this concept was recognized for the first time in K.C. Vasant Kumar versus State of Karnataka in 1985, and this means taste concept was given. Means sadhan, and that's why the income was considered as one of the criteria for this deciding the backwardness and creamy layer. In Vasant Kumar case, two concepts were developed and that was accepted here. First, that means taste, and second, this caste backwardness is to be reviewed after every 5 years. And if any person is found that he has attained the creamy layer, that caste will be deleted from the list of the backward caste list. Now, another concept which was developed by Balaji case was 50% ceiling, overall ceiling of 50% of reservation, taken together all the reservations. However, to counter this barrier, Parliament amended Constitution and created that leftover vacancies will be treated as a distinct class and it will not be considered a part of the total vacancy which is to be taken in the filled up year. Next important thing, reservation was to be given only on the initial appointment, not on the promotion. However, by 77th Amendment, the Parliament again inserted a clause 4A, and it was provided that for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, even in promotion, the reservation will be given. And again by 85th Amendment, and another point was added of consequent seniority, which was just to overcome the judicial pronouncement of going against the consequent seniority. So the identification of the backward classes was made subject to judicial review. So if any class, if executive adds any class in the list of the backward class, then that will be for the subject judicial review. By this way, we see that Indra Sawhney judgment will keep coming in the while we will discussing the another judgments, because this is a milestone judgment, and please keep yourself abreast of with the coming judgments. And the two most important judgment which I would like to discuss in my coming video is one of Nagaraj's case, M. Nagaraj's case, and other Karnal Singh case of 2018. Thank you very much for being my Humsafar in this video series of Journey to Constitution of India. Please subscribe my channel. Please write to me. Can get my email ID in the description part of this channel, in this video. Thank you very much. Namaskar.